Hey there guys, Huzzy here, bringing you another video. This video is the first in hopefully a big series that I want to do, and it's going to be called something on the lines of League Discussion. At least episode 1 will be, and if we come up with a better name, if you come in the comments and you say a better name, maybe even tying my name Huzzy in it, that would be great. But this series is all about involving everybody in a topic, and we move forward as a community and try to help each other, and that's basically what I try to do with my channel anyway. But I really do like viewer interaction. I like reading comments, that type of thing. And I in some videos that I do commentaries, people share what they do on certain champions, and that's great. So these videos are going to be the same type of thing, that for 5-10 minutes, it could go over that even. I'm going to talk about a certain topic. Now, there is going to be general League of Legends footage in the background, but by all means, you can minimize at this point, and you could just, listen as a VOD. Maybe even go into a custom game and practice your last hitting. That might be a good idea when you watch these type of things, or listen to them rather. So the first topic we're going to cover today is league anxiety. Now, it's a pretty damn big issue. And I wanted to talk about it first because I know a lot of people that I've helped personally as like a student coach type deal has suffered from league anxiety from different reasons. But there are, very good stages to get over it. And I'd like to talk about the subject also because I was a sufferer of league anxiety. So it kind of shows that, yes, even diamond players or potential diamond players have suffered from it. You're not alone. And I'd say around half the League of Legends community suffers from league anxiety. Some people can just brush it under the carpet, but other people, it's a really big issue. For those who don't know what league anxiety is, or maybe, English isn't your first language, league anxiety is when you're basically scared into going into ranked. You're a bit nervous that you're going to lose the game, you're going to feed, you're going to whatever, and you don't do it. You don't go into ranked, or people even get league anxiety for normal games occasionally when they're just playing against other people. It's an odd motion, I suppose, because not other areas in life really have this. I suppose people do have anxieties about different things, but I was big into sport when I was a bit younger, and I never had any anxieties about playing sport. Sorry. So yeah, it's a thing that I think is unique to League of Legends and video games maybe in general. But basically, firstly, I'm going to say just some stages how to get over it, and just realize that having league anxiety, having the fear of not going to interranked, is holding you back as a player. It's making you actually a worse player. Now, the easiest way to kind of think of this is, imagine someone that goes into a ranked game or something with no cares. They just go in there thinking, right, I'm going for the win, and that's it. Instead of, I'm going into this ranked game and I'm scared as hell. If you're scared, you're not going to play as well because you constantly have that thought in your head that, I'm not going to do very well. I'm not going to do very well. If you get rid of that, you can focus a lot better and you can move on as a player, and then you actually find that you're probably going to go up in rating just by getting rid of your anxiety. So the ways that I kind of find of doing it is, the first stage is actually realizing that it is holding you back. And you do that in yourself. You could realize it right now as I've just said it, and as it's pretty damn true. And that's basically what happened to me. As you guys know, if you haven't, then you'll know now, is I was silver in Season 2. I did not play much ranked. I had league anxiety. I was scared into going into ranked in a way that I just played normal games. I've got over 1,200 normal wins on my account now. And in Season 2, I think I only had about 150 total solo queue games played, which is hardly anything for a whole season. Like, I think I've only got 300 odd now, which still isn't a lot compared to a lot of people, but it's a lot more than I used to play. And yeah, I've got over my league anxiety. Like right now, I don't really have to be in a mood as such to just play ranked. I could literally just say, I'm going to go do a ranked game and just go in, where I never used to be able to do that before. So that's kind of what it shows that I was like. And basically, time is a big factor of League of Legends rating and, anxiety, that type of thing. If you have more time to put to something, you're obviously going to be a little bit better at it if you don't have a lot of time. And that's kind of what happened to me. I went on a gap year between sixth form and university. So if you're American, because I know most of you probably are, that's between high school and college. I had a year off. And I thought in this year I could probably make the most of it. Well, not really make the most of it, but I probably can get as high rated as possible. And that's basically what I did. I said, right, I'm not gonna care if I lose. In the end of the day, I'm not gonna win if I don't go into ranked, and I'm not gonna go up if I don't go into ranked. So I thought, what the hell, I'll go in. And in pre-season, I got to gold. I think it was around gold 2 when the new season came in, or the new ratings system came in. And then from there, I went to platinum, and now I'm diamond. So I have no regrets of anything I did. And you have to remember, part of winning in League of Legends is losing. Now, the best way I look at this, and I think it was from a stream that Chaos did, and it wasn't even Chaos himself that said this. He was giving a lesson to somebody, and they said it to him. And it's, as I've said in some videos, I've mentioned this a couple of times, is that it's pretty damn accurate. And what I mean by it is 40% of ranked games you go in are automatic wins. And what I mean by this is the enemy team will have a troll, they'll have a rager, they'll have an AFK, or they'll have a feeder. And that one of them games of 40% will be a win. But the flip side of this is 40% of games will be automatic losses because you'll have a feeder, you'll have a troll, you'll have whatever. So you have to realize that, and once you accept that, you're like, okay, I lost this game. It's in the 40%. It was out of my hands. And then once you get that off your chest, then it really does feel good. And then you have to realize the 20% left. There's 20% left is the games that I personally can carry. The games that I will make a difference in and try and raise my ELO, try and raise my rating. And when you realize all this, you really feel it lifted off you, and you won't be as nervous about going into ranked. Remember, with this new system, is a lot easier than the old one. And I don't want to offend anybody by this season. If you got a rating in this season, that's very well done. You deserve to get that rating, but it is easier than last season. Last season, if you were gold, you could drop down to silver. If you were diamond, you could drop down to platinum. The only way of doing that nowadays is through not playing. So that's another reason why don't be nervous. If you got into silver, if you got into gold, or wherever you are, you only can go up, really. If you look at I suppose a lot of people care about the rewards at the end of the season. There is no difference really of what you get between the tier 5 and the tier 1. All you get different is in your little summoner badge, the summoner icon, you get a different gem in that summoner icon, and half the people in League of Legends, or like majority of people in League of Legends, don't even use their rank specific summoner icon. They use something else. They use their favorite teams or something like that. So the border doesn't change. If you get gold in anything, you'll still get the skin. So you only can go up if you hit that that margin. So that's always a nice thing to think about. And I get a lot of people saying, God, I just hit silver, but I'm too nervous to go anymore. Well, you can't go any more down, so you may as well play, and that really lifts you as well. So that's pretty much most what I wanted to say about league anxiety. I'll talk about a little bit myself in a minute, but I will say, in the comments below, I really want you guys to, if you suffered from league anxiety, posted how you got over it, or if you're still suffering, post that you're still suffering, and maybe people can help you. I'll be looking at all the comments in these videos, and I'll be posting comments to try and help people as well. But yeah, my personal story, as I said, I had a lot more time on my hands. I thought, the only way I'm going to go up in rating is to play. And so many people in League of Legends think that they should be higher rated than they currently are. And you have to remember, do not think you deserve to be higher rated unless proven otherwise. It's not worth the thought. It frustrates yourself, and you don't want that. You just realize that you are exactly, where you are right now is exactly where you deserve to be, and that will actually drive you forward. It will drive you forward to actually play more games in ranked. It will drive you forward to improve. Now, another thing I want to say really quickly at the end is something that I found is be comfortable about the champion you're playing on when in ranked. If you're going into ranked and you're like, God, I'm going to play my brand, let's just say you main brand, and it's like, I'm going to main my brand. And I'm going to go play it. That's a good thought, but I would say try to stick to a champion that you could do multiple roles on, because if you're really comfortable on the champion you're playing, you'll feel so much more relaxed. If you're playing a champion, or if you're playing a position you're not really comfortable with, that's when people kind of get nervous. So when you go into ranked, make sure you kind of have a decent champion pool on your side, and you're able to play different champions in them roles, and you'll find yourself a lot more confident when you have to play the roles you're not, maining. But that's pretty much it. This was kind of episode 1 of the league discussion. I'm not sure if I'm going to change anything with this series. It's a weird one to do, I suppose, in that I'm literally just spitballing off the top of my head. I'm not preparing anything here. So that's something to take in note. Maybe next time I'll actually write down on the left on my other screen, little notes and that type of thing of stuff I want to cover. But I'm pretty sure I covered everything I wanted to with league anxiety. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and remember in the comments below, share your stories and share everything that would help each other. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and all that type of thing, and I will see you next time.